Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm gonna do a story time on how I came out to my family and friends, and we're about to dye my hair. I already knew I wanted to dye my hair. This color is so bad, so we're about to do it. I love the blonde. I've been really feeling her, but I just think it's time to try new things, you know? Like, I definitely need to get it re-dyed, and I don't feel like dyeing it blonde again because it did kill my hair, girl. No shade. Like, do a lot of stuff to make sure my scalp gets healthy again, but I was like, maybe this could be super fire looking blue. So that's what we're gonna do today. So we got our equipment. I've never dyed my hair before either, so this is just a disclaimer, because if y'all see me doing something that don't look right, it's probably not right. Color after treatment. So it's not that. What is this? Color cream. Oh, wait, let me look at this instructions before I burn off my hair. Okay. Put that in the bottle. Shake the bottle. And then put it in my hair. Wait. I don't have any gloves. Hold on. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some gloves. Okay, period. I found some gloves. These are from when I was dyeing my hair blonde, so I did have to wash it off just in case, girl. I really hope the water doesn't like mess with the hair dye. Hold on. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Period. Damn. I forgot how tight these shits be. Like, oh my god. Oh, Jesus. I forgot how like tight these are. Jesus. Okay. We ready. First up we gotta do, we gotta put this, I think this is the color, into this bottle. So let's pour this in. I really hope I'm doing this right, girl. Oh, girl, I've been squeezing this, like, why is it not coming out, girl? There's a lid. Just a little dumb.
A few moments later.
You guys, I just figured it out. Okay, so if y'all are like first time dyeing your hair, the cap that comes on this has a little thing, so you just poke the hole. Hey! Oh, wait. I don't think it's... I don't know, look, there's cream. I was like, I don't think it's opening. It doesn't... Does it? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. It's open now. Okay, let's get into it. Now we pour it in the bottle. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my god, look. Period. It looks just like your man's. Ooh, girl. I think it's almost all out. Does it have to all be in there? I'm assuming. Oh my god, look. Ugh. I think it's empty. I think I messed it up though, because yeah, this don't even look right. But I think that's everything. Ooh, oh my god. Never mind. Oh, there was a lot more. Oh my god. Yeah, see, look, y'all could not pay me to dye your hair, girl. I messed that up real bad. Okay, now I think that's enough. And now we close this. Ooh, sorry about that. Let me shake her up. Hey! While I'm shaking this up, wait, how long am I supposed to shake this up? Hold on, you guys, hold on. Shake well. Girl, I don't want to read all this shit. It just says shake well, so I don't know how long I gotta shake it. But, okay, you guys, let's get into the story time. So, disclaimer, stuff did happen to me as a kid, and I did grow from it, and, like, I'm a lot better and healed. But it just made me think of, like, love and, like, relationships and, like, all this stuff differently growing up, and definitely changed my priorities. So I just want to let y'all know that now. But ever since I can remember, even in like preschool, I always like loved just like, I don't know, like just being near guys and like wanting to like hold hands and like do little things. So I don't know, it's always been like that. But in kindergarten, was it kindergarten? I don't think it was kindergarten. I think yeah, it was somewhere in pre-K, like definitely kindergarten area. So I don't know. I had a couple of girlfriends here and there, and I was like, well, like I assume like for girls at least, I was like, well, these are gonna be my best friends. So like that's my girlfriend. Like I love her, you know what I mean? Deep down, like I always knew that like boys were just like super attracted to me. Like I said, and I know kindergarten is a very, very young age, and like little kids don't be thinking about that stuff, but I definitely was. I had a very different experience. I was watching a lot of Corn, and at a very, very young age too, so that didn't help my case either. So I was doing a lot of stuff when I was younger that like wasn't very stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing. I was definitely doing stuff I was not supposed to be doing. And I don't know, my parents kind of figured out about it because like they would catch me like on their like computers or like even on my like DS. Like it was really bad. Like it was really bad, and I had no shame, girl. Like I was watching it, like we would be watching a movie, I would turn my back to my family and be like looking at stuff. Like it was really, really bad. It even came to a point where I remember my mom sitting me down and being like this hurts me a lot. Like when you watch this stuff, like it hurts me. And I was just like, girl, how does this hurt you? Like I still was doing it because, you know, I was just like, girl, like anyways. And so I don't know, but so anyways, girl, I'm getting sidetracked. So yeah, I was definitely doing stuff that I was not supposed to, but I was having a lot of crushes on guys, like seeing these boys in my class, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like you're cute. Like I don't know, like I think I love you. Oh my god, look, it's turning blue. Period. I think I shook it enough. But yeah, I was doing a lot of stuff. I'm watching a lot of stuff when I was younger. I remember a lot of that stuff was like gay things, like guys doing stuff with other guys. And so I remember my dad used to get mad when I would watch it, but like he kind of had my mom say stuff about it. Like I don't remember my dad confronting me about like all of that, like watching that. But I do remember one day, I remember my sisters, it was me, my sisters, and my dad, and I was in the back seat with my younger sister, and like we were driving home from school, and he was like, I just want you guys to know it's not okay to be gay. And I was just like, like, what do you mean? Like, it's not okay. Like, what are you talking about? Like, am I caught? Like, because it was the first time anybody's ever even like said anything about that. So I was like, I was shook. I was like, I don't even know. Like, what? And so from that time being, like, I always just like kind of kept it a secret. It was kind of not something that I was proud of. And I was just like, especially as a kid, I was just like, I don't want to make my parents mad, and if they're telling me it's bad, then it's bad. Like, I don't know, but I was still doing the things and still watching stuff, and it really didn't matter to me. Also, another thing that I definitely knew, how I knew I was gay when I was younger, like, I've never been into sports. I've never been like one of the types to be like, oh, I want to do this and that. Like, yes, I'd be playing Pokemon. Like when I was in K-12, like there's a lot of Pokemon, but also like it was Monster High era, so I loved Monster High. I remember like stealing my sister's dolls from her room and like taking them to school and playing with the girls. Like I used to have so much fun, and like it was just such a nice experience. But I think my dad definitely knew something, because like he would always say like little hints like this is like it's not okay, and like all this stuff, and he would be overly mad at me. I don't know if it was because I'm the only boy that's like in our household, or like if I just had like a different place than the girls, but he always definitely was a lot like rougher with me. And if I did like one thing wrong, like he would be like rah, like jumping on me, and like he did like hurt me a lot when I was younger. I did get abused. I think my dad has always had a problem with like things like gender, because he's definitely very like conservative. But like even when I was a baby, I'll show you guys pictures too. Even when I was a baby, I used to have really, really long curly hair, and like people would come by and be like, oh, your baby girl is so cute, like all this stuff. And so since I was, I think freshman or sophomore year in high school, my dad used to shave all of my hair off. Like after that moment, like he used to shave it all off. Like I'll be buzz cut. Every picture you see, like if you ever see a throwback of me, I always had a buzz cut. Like for my friends, like they know I never used to have hair. So I think that's another thing too, like just instilling in me like you're a boy, you're a boy, you're a boy. But yeah. Hey you guys, I'm currently editing the video. I also wanted to add that when I was talking about my Monster High, like my sister's Monster High dolls, I remember one day I got back home from school and I forgot what I did, but my dad went in my backpack and he's seen the dolls and he got so mad. He was like, "These are your sisters. You're not supposed to be playing with these." Like, just overly doing the most. And I remember like him hurting me for that too. But also too, I wanted to say, I don't think I said it in the video, but it was definitely kindergarten like area. I'll have a screenshot of what happened, but I was sucking dick in the bathroom pretty much. It's not something I'm proud of, but I was doing that a lot of my kindergarten year and I got caught one time and they told my parents and my dad was so mad. He like beat me bad. Like, this is what the picture is. I have it blurred because I don't know if that's like okay for YouTube guidelines, but it got so bad that the like what is it called, you know, like the people that take care of the kids, like there was this one lady, I forgot what her name was, but she was like, "I'm gonna take your son home because I don't think it's safe for him to go home with you after this." Like, so I stayed at her house for like 2 days, but my mom like told me like my dad had to go to court for that. Like, it was really bad. Like, and I'm talking about like abuse, girl. Like, he used to throw me around and choke me, and like I used to have wife beaters on and like them things were ripped apart. Like, it was really, really bad. So I was always scared of my dad, like growing up. But yeah, once I went to middle school though, this is like when I moved to Japan, it was just me. My dad didn't come with us because he was still working while we were in Arizona. We lived in Arizona. He found a job and he was working there. So we moved to Japan. And then it was just me, my sisters, and my mom. And so I was like, yes, like this is freedom. Like, I don't have to worry about none of that stuff that was happening to me because it was really bad. And so I'm not even gonna lie, we were really bad kids, like especially since my dad was definitely the one that was more like strict on on us, and my mom was not really. Like, my mom was more the like calming one and my dad was more of the like rah, like don't do this, don't do that. So when I did move to Japan, I don't know, I started, you know, feeling different. Like, I was still doing things that I was not supposed to be doing, but like this is kind of different. I feel like in love sense, because that's when everybody was like, oh, like that was when like relationships were definitely getting like serious. Like, girls and guys would be like, oh yeah, like baby, and like showing affection and like doing all that stuff. So I wanted to be a part of that. Like, and I definitely did. Like, I had a couple of girlfriends and I was like acting like if I was straight. Sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I'm like, I think towards the end of my middle school, I was like, yeah, I'm bisexual. Like, I was still just so in denial because it was just not like I knew anybody that was gay like me. And even like thinking back on it, like I knew a couple of people that was like, like, bitch, I see you, like, no shade, like, you don't act like the other boys. Like, I still just kept it silent because I did not want to get like judged at all. It was the new environment and all that stuff. Okay, I think I finished shaking this up enough. You guys see period. I'm so excited. Okay, hopefully I do this right. Like I said, I don't know how to do this, so let's get into it. Oh my god, it's blue. Period. Ooh. Oh my god, I think I just dropped some on the floor. Oh my god. Talking about, where was I? Right, middle school. So when I first moved to Japan, there's a boy that like lived near my house. His name was like Joshua, and I had a huge crush on Joshua. Like, he was this white boy, he had freckles, he was really fine. Like, I was definitely crushing so hard. And I remember one day I wanted to ask him to be my boyfriend. This is like beginning of middle school, by the way. But I wanted to ask him to be my boyfriend. And so I had a friend named Thomas, and he was best friends with Joshua. I had a PS2 that was like my dad's, and oh my god, I got it on my ear. Jesus. Anyways, sorry. I had a PS2 that it was my dad's, but my dad gave it to me, and so I was like, you know what? Like, let me give this to Joshua and like see see what happens. And so I gave it to Joshua, and then I remember the next day at school, like we were in line for something. Like I think it was like a fire drill or something, and he looked at me, and then he looked at his friends, and he started laughing, and I was like, wow. And so I don't know, like I still didn't give up though. Like I was still just like, it didn't click to me like, oh, like you look dumb. But yeah, so I did. I think a couple weeks later, I went up to him and I was like, hey, like I have a crush on you. Like, what do you think? Oh my god, this is getting on my forehead. Oh my god. I look crazy. But yeah, so I was just like, hey, like I have a crush on you, like would you like to be my boyfriend? And I remember him being like, I think you're really cool, but I don't like you in that way. And I remember my heart was like so broken, because I was like, wow, like okay, like you're just my crush, and like I want to be with you and all this stuff, you know. Gay panic moment, but it is what it is. And I remember him telling a couple friends, but then he moved away, so it wasn't really a big deal. He like didn't tell everybody, but and then there's a couple other boys here and there that I was like, ooh, I like you, but I like after that experience I never said anything. But there was this one boy that I'm not gonna say his name, but he we'll call him Jay. I don't know, he went to school like in Japan, like he never left, like we got to graduate together. But throughout my middle school like experience, he was definitely like always showing hints that he liked me, and like would low-key, like, you know, when people be like love tapping and all this stuff. And so like he would do all that stuff to me, and I would be like, oh my gosh, like maybe he likes me, but I also don't want to like do too much, because now I'm low-key feeling like nervous about guy. Ooh. Oh girl, oh, my skin is about to be bleached. Oh my god. Anyways, but yeah, like he low-key was giving me signs all the time, like he liked me and like all this stuff, but he never, like in public, it was just like we were friends. Not even friends, girl, like we hung out with the same people, but we didn't really like talk to each other like that. But over text and stuff, like we would be texting all the time. And so I don't know, I had this huge crush on this boy, and I remember like I used to be, I don't know, I'm kind of somebody that's like, if I like you, I'm gonna give you gifts. But oh my god, my forehead, girl. Girl, oh my god. I don't have a mirror, so I'm using this camera, so this looks crazy. I'm like so sorry. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, my forehead is about to be blue. Bitch, I'm about to give Oompa Loompa. Okay, hold on. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. I think I'm good. I think I did a good job. I can't really see. This side kind of looks a little bit blacker than the other side. So, hopefully it's better. Okay. Wait, y'all want to see the back? Hold on. Ooh. Oh my god. Okay. How's it look? Is it cute? Period. It's giving slick back. It's giving tea. Okay. Okay. Anyways. So yeah, like this boy and me, like it was very on and off all the time. Like he would be sending me like texts, and like I remember on Valentine's Day he gave me what was it? I gave him some candies because I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I want to give out Valentine's, but I have like one specific person, like I want to get candy. And she took me to the store and we got all these little candies and like I made this little like basket thing. And I remember he gave me a pack of Mike and Ike's. And bitch, that was my first time ever having a Mike and Ike in my life. And they were stale. I was like, girl. But at the time, like, I was just so happy because I was like, this is finally like a relationship. Like, this is fine. This is like what I wanted, you know? Even if it's not public, like, that's why I be messing with so many deals. No, girl, like, you see, it's like a pattern. It's a pattern. Y'all gotta break the pattern. But it never really got to the point where we were like dating or anything. We would really just flirt. And I remember like, I was like, I don't want to be with this boy because I want to be public. And I remember telling him like, I want you to hold me and like, I want to be like the other girls. Like, I want to be in a relationship with you. And like, he was like, no, I can't do that and all this stuff. And I didn't understand why. And so I remember telling him like, I don't want to do it no more. But towards the end of the year, I remember him signing my yearbook. We were all signing yearbooks, like, in the cafeteria, and I seen him, and I was like, hey, would you sign my yearbook? And he was like, just wait until after class, or after school, and then I'll sign something for you. And I was like, okay, period. And so I remember walking outside and I was waiting for him in front of the school, and I remember he had a Sharpie and like he was like, give me your hand. And I was like, okay, period, like here's my hand. And then he wrote a little like thing on my hand saying like, I love you. And girl, I was gagged. I was like, oh my gosh, like he loves me. Like, I don't know, like I was just like, I'll show the picture because I took so many pictures of it. I was like, I have to remember this forever. Like, it was definitely one of those things that I was just like, I like, period. But yeah, after that, like, little things would happen, but nothing ever like took off with that boy though. But in middle school, I still, like I told you, I wanted to be loved and I wanted to be shown affection because my dad definitely was not doing it. And I don't know, like my sisters and my mom were always there and I love them so much, and like, but it wasn't the way that I needed, you know what I mean? And so I remember downloading the G app and I met up with a guy that was like in the military because we were on the military base. And yeah, I was doing stuff I probably shouldn't have been doing. I definitely am not. That's not one of my proudest moments. I was lying about my age to him, and I low-key am surprised he didn't like be like, because I looked young, like really, really young, but I don't know. He never said anything, so maybe he knew, maybe he didn't. I really don't know. Oh my god, I didn't even set a timer. How long am I supposed to keep this in my hair? Okay, 30 to 40 minutes. How many? I don't know how long it's been, but yeah, I was doing stuff with that guy on Grindr, and we like hooked up like 2 or 3 times, and then I was like, I don't want you, like, cause I don't know, it was just kind of a scary situation. I don't really want to talk a lot on it. I'm sorry, but yeah, it was kind of a scary situation, and the whole time I was always very nervous because I was like, what if I get my mom in trouble? Like, I don't want to like do anything like too crazy. Now, this is the tea. Also to disclaimer, a little bit inside my middle school year, my dad did end up moving because my mom could not handle taking care of all 3 of us, because like I said, we were being real bad. Like, I was sneaking out at night drinking, like it was really bad. But yeah, my dad did come over, he beat our ass, and a lot of abuse kept happening, girl. I also wanted to add that once we were about to leave Japan, like we got in one more altercation, like where my dad, he threw me against the wall, and then he choked me on my bed, and it like left marks on my skin, and that was his first time ever apologizing to me, because he was like, I got out of hand. Like, he's never ever apologized before. So I was just like, what the hell? But yeah, after that, like, he didn't put his hands on me until, I'll get to that in a little bit. Moving to high school, the end of middle school, we moved to Louisiana for my high school year. And then I went to this place called Parkway. If y'all know Parkway, you know, period. I went there for a year, and I remember that was really when I was like boy crazy. Like, I was like, girl, like, these boys are fine. Like, these country boys, like, I don't know, I needed that. But yeah, like, I don't know, I was definitely more insecure, like, in my high school years, because I had a lot of acne. Like, I could show y'all right here. I had a lot of acne and a lot of like, I don't know, my body was getting a little bit bigger, like these titties. Like, I was really depressed for a long time, and like in middle school, especially towards the end, I was eating way too much, and so I just got really chunky, and so I was kind of like, I don't know, I wasn't feeling like that girl no more. Like, I was like, nobody's gonna want me. Like, I was just watching from the sidelines pretty much. But that doesn't stop anything, girl. No shade. Some boys were still hitting up this DM, okay? So don't get it twisted. But yeah, after Parkway, we moved to Houghton. If y'all know Houghton High School, yeah, there was a lot of boys in Houghton, okay? I remember this one boy named Colton. I'm gonna, yeah. His name was Colton. He was real fucking weird. He was playing with my feelings, and then he was another white boy. But he was playing with my feelings, and then like doing all this stuff behind the scenes and stuff. And at that time, this was like, okay, hold on. Sorry. Like, my head is kind of going crazy. Okay, so freshman year, I was at I was at Parkway. And then going into my junior and senior year, that was all at Houghton. And so moving schools, like, I was sending a lot of inappropriate pictures, if y'all know what I mean. And I was doing a lot of things and hooking up with a lot of guys in trucks. Like, that was just my lifestyle, because that was the only way for me to get attention. Okay, and before you start calling me a hoe and shit, like, if you're not gay, y'all can't say nothing, because like, that experience, like, I wanted attention, like, I wanted to get loved like how everybody else was, like, and at some point, especially in high school, like, you already know, being gay and dating somebody, at least when I was going to school, like, that's hard. Like, you don't be finding nobody but a whole bunch of punks. Like, if there was gay people, they would be like very feminine, and girl, I like my men masculine. Like, it wasn't for me. Like, I don't know. So yeah, don't judge me. Yeah, like, I'm at that point, like, everybody knew I was gay, because like, girl, like, you see how I act? Like, I act the same way I was acting in high school. So like, everybody knew. So it wasn't like it was a secret or anything. But there's a couple boys, and there's this one boy that I really, really liked. His name starts with an M, for the girls I know, period. But I was talking to him for a little bit, and then, I don't know, it kind of didn't go anywhere, because he was on the football team. It was a lot of different stuff. And y'all already know, a lot of the boys on the football team, girl, like, they be messing around. They really be messing around. But yeah, besides the point, like I was saying though, like, bringing it all back to the beginning, like, I always knew, like, I was gay. Like, I knew I liked guys, and I've never felt like attracted to girls like that, ever. Like, ever. I've never been like, ooh, like, she's like, I've been like, oh, she's a baddie, but like, it's not like, oh, like, she's a baddie, like, I need that, you know what I mean? So I've always known, and my mom and my sisters have always known too, but my dad was definitely the only one in denial. I remember I never really came out to my sisters about it. Well, I okay. My little sister never came out to her about it because she knew, like, me and my sister, like, besties, like, especially when we were younger, like, we would hang out all the time. So it was something that was like, girl, we're over here playing with dolls and stuff. Like, even like she would bring her toys in, and like I would bring mine, and if my dad ever came, I would be like picking mine up and not hers. Like it used to be a key. But yeah, so ever since I was little, like she knew. I told my mom in maybe my junior year of high school. Because there's this boy, his name was Jonas, and I really had a crush on him. And he was staying with us for a little bit. Like, he stayed in my house because he was having trouble at home. And he left, and I was just so sad because I was like crying all the time. I was like, I didn't even get to like say how I felt and like all this stuff because I really, really did like him. Like, I really liked him a lot. But yeah, I never got to say how I felt. And my mom was like, do you have a crush on him? Like, do you like him like that? And I was like, yes. Like, yes. And she was like, okay, that's okay. Like, she was very supportive, and I love my mom so much. But I don't know, it was just definitely, it wasn't like normal. Like, I knew that she would have been cool with it because like she even says now, like she knew since I was a little kid, like, you know these things, you know, you're my mom. But I think a little bit after that, like, we told my sister and my older sister, and she was cool with it too. But I never told my dad. Like, especially in junior year area, I was not even trying to associate with my dad because I've always acted like this, even to like my sisters and my mom. But when it came to my dad, I was just like, yeah, like, hey, like, school was good. Like, I gave him nothing, girl. Like, absolutely nothing at all. I remember once in a while I would get caught by my dad, like, talking to boys and stuff, and like he was like, why do you have so many girlfriends and not guy friends? Because I don't have a lot of guy friends. Like, I would never say that. Like, middle school, yes, but like high school, never. Like, I couldn't. Especially with me, I think since like everything that I like grew up on, my brain has always been like, oh, it's a guy and he's talking to you, like, you have to have a crush on him. Like, I don't know why that's like something in my brain, but it's like if a guy shows me any kind of attention, I'll be like, oh, okay, like, I like you and I love you, let's be together. Like, that used to be my mindset. And so I've never had any guy friends because I've always just been weird and like not wanting to get judged, especially in high school. Yeah, he would always be saying that, and he was like, why don't you ever want to join any sports and any of that? And I'm like, I don't know. Oh, okay, I forgot to mention this. What was it? Maybe this was still like pre-K. So while I was in Arizona, my dad and mom thought it was a good idea to sign me up for a football team. And I was like, no, like, I don't want to do it. Like, no. Like, even when I was a kid, like, my parents definitely made my room like a stereotypical boy room. Like, I used to have like Spider-Man posters and a whole bunch of football stuff. Like, everything was football. Like, if I find a picture, I'll definitely show you, but everything was football. Like, I could not escape that. And I remember my dad wanted to always like toss the ball when I was a kid, and like, I don't know, it was trauma, no shade. So going to like that football field, I was like, no, like, no, I can't do it. Like, I don't want to do it. And I remember just crying, and we were even driving there and I was just crying. And then we walked onto the football field, and a football came and hit me in the head. And I started crying, and I ran to the car, and then my mom and dad were like, I'm so sorry, like, this is not gonna work, like, we gotta go. And so I didn't have to try this out, period, like, I didn't have to worry about that. But yeah, so that's another thing. Like, I don't know, sports are kind of like trauma for me a little bit. Okay, I also forgot to mention, my dad has two other kids, and one of them's a girl, so it's kind of like my stepsister. But I reached out to her, like me and her, we connected, we were like cool. And then one day I posted a picture. If I could find it, I'll put it on here. But I posted a picture of me and like I had my shirt lifted, showing my tummy, thinking I was royalty, eating it up. And she sent my dad those pictures and was talking about some like what was it called? She was talking about well, even before that, okay. So she sent my dad those pictures and then my mom called me and I was at the house. I just got home from school and my mom called me and she was like, "Hey, your dad just called me. He's going to be coming home soon. He's really in a bad mood. He like found out about those pictures that you took and stuff." And I was like, "What? Like, no, like, what are you talking about? Like, what pictures?" And then so, what was it? I like texted her. I was like, "Why would you send him those pictures? Like, girl, like, what?" And then she was like, "Oh, I thought your dad knew," and like all this stuff. I was like, "Girl, but like, why would you even send those pictures? Like, that don't even make no sense." Like, it was just so stupid. So, bitch, I blocked her. I was like, "Girl, no, like, don't irritate me." And then, my dad got home. He didn't even like talk to me. Like he was literally like silent. Like he didn't say a word. Like, and then I was like trying to explain to him because I was just so nervous. I was like, "Oh my god, I literally just got outed." But he was just like, "Yeah, whatever." Like he didn't want to associate with me at all. Like if he was about to just drop me as a kid, and I was like, I was low-key panicking. Like I was saying, like I wasn't like trying to associate with him anymore. But at that time, I was like, "Oh my god, like I'm panicking. Like what like I don't want to lose my dad, you know." And so I just remember telling him like, I forgot what I told him. I told him something stupid, and he went along with it, and yeah. Towards my high school, my dad was getting my report cards and stuff, and I'm not good at anything educational. Like y'all already know, I'm not the brightest tool in the shed. They're the sharpest tool in the shed. But I definitely was trying. Like I tried really hard, and I remember like you girl photo math. If y'all know, like I was doing anything I could do to like get my grades good. So I was just like, I need to just get this shit done with. But I was more worried about boys. Like throughout my whole school experience, like boys were my number one priority. It's never been like, oh, like what job do you want to get or like anything else. It was always boys and doing the do. So it kind of messed me up, and it wasn't really helping my case with my dad being on my butt. So once I graduated high school, I got to graduate early from my class because there's a thing called Jumpstart in Louisiana where you can like take classes, and then like once you're done with those classes you can just graduate and not have to be with like graduate with your class. Like you could graduate early. And so I did that so I can go to school because I was really done with school. Like I was like, girl, I don't want to do any of that, no shade. But yeah, I was definitely like, I don't want to do anything that has to do with school anymore. Like even college, I didn't want to go to college, but my mom ended up speaking me into it. But okay. And then so my mom retired from the military and she did her big one. She got a new job, and we had to move all the way to Seattle where I'm at now. During that move period, me and my dad got in a huge argument because I remember we were cleaning the house. My mom and my sisters left to go get like drinks and stuff because our house was empty. We had no food. And so I was high, like it was muggy. I was having to lift stuff up. And I remember my dad he wanted me to clean his car. And so I remember cleaning the car and then being done, like finishing it, and I was already angry because it was hot, and I'm like, girl, like I'm cleaning this car. I walk into the house, like back into the house, and I see him on the couch just like sitting there, and I was like, you did not just have me cleaning this car while you're just sitting here, like what? And so I was so mad, like girl, I was so mad. And then I was just like, you know what, because I know my limits. Like I'm not a very confrontational person. I'm like, I don't know, like I was like, you know what, I need to go, I want to go to my room. And he was like, why are you trying to go to your room, da, da, da. Like we you don't think that we're all exhausted and all this stuff? And I was like, let me just go to my room, like just I need my space. And he just would not like let go, like he was just still rah rah, like why, like we're all exhausted, like you're not special, da da da. And then he would follow me into my room and just start yelling at me. And I just, at that point, I was just like, girl, if you're not gonna get out of my face, and I told you I just need space to relax, like I'm gonna just give it all to you, because like there's nothing I need to hold back anymore, because you wanted that, I'll give you that, no shade. And so I was just yelling at him. I was like, I'm exhausted and you're over here sitting down on your butt all day, like I can't do this. Like, I just wanted a break. Like, that's all I was asking for. And he was like, he was just coming back at me with all this stuff. And then we were just arguing really, really loud. And so once my mom and my sisters came home, like both of my sisters came running upstairs, because they already know like how my dad gets. Like I told you, like that abuse is really bad. Like they know all the signs, and like how it would be escalating and stuff, so they didn't want him to put his hands on me, which, thank you. I'm like always grateful for my siblings. But yeah, so he was just going and going and going. And I remember my little sister, I was here and I was just like yelling at him, and he was here at the door, or he was right here all up in my face. He's one of those people that would be like all up in your face, spitting and all this stuff, and I'd be just like girl, I would be like right, like I was so tired of it, like y'all don't even understand. But yeah, like I remember him, my older sister was at the door, and my younger sister was just walking in between us, and like just walking around, and he was like telling them to go. Like he was like, get out of the room, like da da da, because he wanted to put his hands on me. And I remember my mom, what was it? I don't remember what my mom was doing, but then he started getting in my face, and he picked at my shirt. And at that point, like my younger sister was in the middle, and like she was like, wait, like whoa. And then like my dad pushed her, and then my older sister was like, oh my god, like what the heck, like what are you doing? And then he like pushed my older sister into the wall, and it made this huge like hole in the wall. And at that point I was like, oh, like now you're doing a lot, because now you're hurting my sisters. And I started throwing hands, and like I don't know if my little sister was, but me and my older sister, bitch, boom, 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 like we were not playing with him. We were like, girl, you want to do all that? Like I'm on that timing, like I'm tired of you, I've been tired of you, like all that pent up anger and like frustration, especially when I was a kid, like it all just like I was like, I want to put my hands on you now, like I need to do that. Like it took me to that point. And so I was like doing my big one, like boom, boom. And then my mom ran into the room, and she was like, oh my gosh. And like she was holding him back, and like my younger sister was holding him back too. And my mom was like, you guys just need to go. And so once we left, we went downstairs, and me and my older sister were talking and we were just both shaking. And I was just like, I was shaking too, because I was like, I can't believe I just like did that. Like I'm so like, oh my god, like I had so much just like adrenaline, like bitch, I didn't know what to do. And so she was like, should we call the police? Like, I don't know, should we call the police? And I was like, yes, like we need to call the police, because like this is a lot, this is too much. Like he literally put a hole in the wall, like girl, like we have to do something about it. So we did end up calling the police. And my dad, I remember hearing my dad break something, and he started trying to go downstairs while my mom and my sister were holding him back. He broke like this, he broke something from the vacuum cleaner. It was something from the vacuum cleaner, and he broke it. And I just remember seeing my mom holding him, and he was just looking at me like he was on the top of the stairs, I was on the bottom, and he was like, come up here right now. And I just remember being so scared, and my mom was just like, just go, like just walk out the house, like you gotta just go. And so I remember just crying, and I was just so scared. And I was like, I ran to my best friend's house at the time. Her name is LaDeja. And I was banging on her door, and I was like, girl, like, please, like, let me in. Like, And then she let me in, and like I was just crying, and I was like, girl, like this is what just happened. And then what was it? I just remember thinking in my head, I was like, girl, like I just left my sisters and my mom there all alone. Like, what am I doing? Like, I don't want them to get hurt. And so I was like, I need to go back. Mind you, I was barefoot the whole time. I didn't even put no shoes on. I just ran out the house. And so I ran back home. LaDeja's mom was like, no, like, just stay here, just wait. And I remember I bolted out that door because I was like, I need to go get to my mom and my sisters. And so once I got there, there was police cars already, and they arrested my dad. And it was just like so unreal, because I was like, oh my God, my dad just got arrested, like, because of me. Like, I don't know. And so there was a lot of drama after that. But once we moved to Seattle, my dad, he didn't end up coming with us because he was in jail. But he did get a job to come to Seattle, so he was going to come over here anyways. But yeah, he got a job in Seattle, so he was going to come here anyways because he quit his job in Louisiana. And so he, at the time, we had one of those things that it was like, you can't come near me. I forgot what it's called. But my older sister was like, let's make this permanent. Like, let's make it sure that he never comes back. And I already knew that my mom was like financially not ready for that responsibility to take care of us all like that. Especially because if you know Seattle, like, it's expensive here, girl. So she wasn't ready for that. And I was just like, I don't know. And also, too, my little sister was still going to high school. And I was like, he's the one that helps her with homework and stuff. Like, I don't know if we could take on that responsibility, because I'm not book smart. And my older sister, like, no shade, but she definitely didn't want, like, responsibilities for us. Like, for raising us, at least. So I was like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't know if I want to change my mind later. Like, I don't know. But just at the moment, no. So while that was happening, though, my dad found an apartment. It was far away from us, like hours and hours away. But he found an apartment. We were living in our house. And yeah, like, we didn't ever speak to him. He would text me once in a while being like, happy birthday, and saying all this stuff. And I just remember being like, thank you. Like, and it used to be so painful because I was like, I don't want to talk to you. Like, I'm traumatized. Like, I don't want anything to do with you. But like, in my head, I'm like, that's your dad. Like, he's trying to be nice and like just say thank you and leave it at that. And he would always want to start little conversations, so it would always get to me. But moving forward, maybe a year later, I remember my older sister and me got in a huge argument and a huge altercation. And it kind of like hurt me a lot, because we were fighting about the bathroom, and like something, like, she had a lot of her like hair products and stuff on the table, or on like the, you know, like where the sink is, that sink thing, and like it was all over there. So I sent her a voice memo. She swears that I didn't. She swears I said this in the rudest way possible. But like I told you, I don't like confrontation. And so I was like, hey, next time, can you like please like pick up a little bit? And I just remember getting a call, and she was like, rah rah. But that's not besides the point. But I remember my older sister telling me, like, me and her were arguing back and forth, like, when she got home. And she was in my face too. And she was like, you're over here trying to call me dirty, but you're gay. Like, you're dirty because you're gay. And I remember feeling so just heartbroken, because I was like, is this really what everybody thinks of me? Like associate me being dirty because I'm gay? Like, is that, like, the whole time I just was like, we stuck together, and like you hyped me up and like told me you were there for me, just to be like, oh, like, you're dirty. Like, it broke my heart. So I was just like, I don't know, it kind of hurt a lot. I'm looking in this bottle. Look, there's still more stuff left. Am I supposed to put this in my hair? Hopefully it turns out good. I think it's fine. I don't have a lot of hair right now anyways. But anyways, sorry you guys. But yeah, so after that, I was just like, is this how everybody feels about me? Like, is everybody like, hate me? Like, what's happening? And so, yeah, that was just kind of a scary thing. But My mom has always been telling me that like my dad wants to come back and like all this stuff, and I'm like, I tell her like till this day I'll be like, girl, no, like if he's coming back I gotta go, like I can't deal with that again, like because I'm definitely at a point in my life and like growing up now, I'm like I don't feel like I need him. And I like, it would still be nice to like be with my dad. Like sometimes, like even I think about it, like I love playing Marvel Rivals, and like he's the one that introduced me to comics when I was younger too in the first place. And so it's kind of one of those moments. It's like, oh, like I want to show him this, and like we could experience this together. But it also is another thing that's like I don't want that negative energy in my life anymore. And as much as it would make me happy to do that with him, I know that I could never truly be myself if he was here. So I just decided like, girl, it's the best for all of us if he ain't here. But yeah, I remember it was my birthday. I think it was like my 21st birthday. My dad texted me and he was like, happy birthday. I really miss you and I want to come see you guys. And I was just like, I really didn't want to hear that on my birthday. Because I remember crying because my mom wasn't here for it. And like I said, me and my sister were fighting. And so my older sister wasn't here either. It was just me and my little sister. And my little sister made me this cake. And after I got that text and I was just sitting there about to blow out my candles with my mom on FaceTime and my younger sister there, I was just like, damn, like, what the hell happened to my life? Like, I'm not cool with my older sister. And my dad is not here, and I feel guilty now because like he can't come see us, and he could have been here. And so I just felt so alone, and I remember just crying, and I don't know, I got really emotional. But after that, the next day, I was like, girl, no, like snap out of it. You know what happened? Like all those years of all that, like it's not just gonna switch up. Like it's always gonna be like that. So don't even try, you know? And I do believe people can change, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't think he realized like how much that affected me. After the text the next day, I texted him and I was like, I sent him this long message. I'll put it here. I'll put it right here. Y'all can read it. It's really long. Like I'll show you how long. It's like a whole, it was like if I was writing a book. Like I put my heart and soul into that message, but it was pretty much about it was just telling him like throughout the years, like you hurt me so much, like not only like emotionally but physically and like mentally, like you messed me up. And like I've always just wanted to make you proud at the end of the day. Like I feel like that's what we all do. We all want to make our parents proud. And like one thing about me is I've never been like ashamed of being gay. Like if people are like, oh, you're gay, like I've never been like, I've been like, okay, and like, girl, like, so what is that gonna do with you? And so I've never been apologetic about that. And so I just remember telling him like in the text, like, I don't want to see you ever again. Like I had a lot of good times and I appreciate everything that you've done for me in my life, but I can't like do that to myself again. Like, cause I remember as a kid too, like growing up, I remember forgiving. You always forgive and never forget. And that's especially with me, like you could do so many amazing things to me and like treating me nice, but I will forget some of those and I'll be like, remember all the bad things you do. Like I like to keep like just a journal in my head, it seems, of like bad things that people do to me, so then I remember for the next time, like this is what they did, so you don't like forget, you know what I mean? And then it will like make me have like, it'll make me like just realize like, hey, like this list is long, like you don't need that in your life, like that's a lot of drama. So I just was telling him like, you know, especially being gay, and not only just being gay, girl, like I'm biracial, like I'm Mexican, I'm black, I'm Italian, like I mix with a whole lot of different stuff. So not only do I just have a target on my back already for that, but I'm also gay. And like it's just like out of anybody in the world that you want to be your support system, it's your parents, I feel like, and your family in general, like your siblings and stuff. But especially for me, like my parents, they're like my biggest supporters. I feel like they should be. So I was like, out of like everybody that hates me in the world for who I am, nobody hurts as much as you do, because you've raised me, you know who I am, you know what I like, and you've constantly just told me like it's not right, and I need to stop things and hurting me, until I got the point. And I was just like, I already have to fight everybody in the world just to make sure that, like, you know, I'm good. I'm able to live my life how I want and be able to be happy and find love and be able to do stuff that other people get to do. And you would never accept me for doing that. You know what I mean? And so I literally told him, I was like, I'm gay and I've always been like this. And I even told him, I was like, I feel like you know that I've been like this since I was a kid. Like, it's not like I was keeping it a secret from you. So, or at least when I was a kid, like you knew the telltale signs, you just didn't want to see it. And so it was just this long, I don't remember, there's other stuff in there too, but it was just this long paragraph of just stuff. And I sent the message and I blocked him. I was like, I don't want nothing to do with that no more. Like, I don't want to hear what you have to say. Like, I don't want nothing to do with it. And so after that, I just have never talked to him again. And it's just been how it is. And my life is really good now. I have people that love and support me. And I'm forever grateful for my mom and my siblings for always being there and like making sure to like show me love, because I know a lot of people don't get to have that luxury and have people that hate them. And so I'm very grateful and I'm very lucky to have my family. And yeah, it's at the end of the day, like, it's okay to be who you are. That's pretty much like the thing. Like, if you are one of the girls and you're younger, like, it's okay. Like, never feel like you need to prove anything to anybody, and never feel like you need to come out to anybody. That's another thing too. You see everybody having these coming out, like, oh, I'm coming out to my thing. You never have to tell anybody what you're doing with your life. Never. Like, that's nobody else's business. No shade. That's no one else's business except for yours. So just remember to love yourself and make sure to like remember like you're loved. And I know that, especially being gay, like I told you, you want to have that relationship like everybody else has so bad, but it will come when it comes. You don't need to do all the extra stuff like I did. Like, it really doesn't get you anywhere except for like just having bad mindsets of like how relationships start. So, or how relationships are supposed to be, at least. But yeah, you guys are loved and we're all here for each other. But yeah, you guys are loved a lot, and like, people do care about you, and there's a lot of people out there that will have better stories than you, and there are a lot of people that will have worse stories than you. Like, somebody's going through something at the end of the day. And so I just feel like if the world had a little bit more love, we wouldn't have to deal with none of this. So make sure to raise y'all kids right, and for them to be respectful, even if y'all don't mess with any of that and like y'all don't care about it. There are people in the world that like different things than you, and it's okay. There are people that look different than you in the world, and it's okay. We all are here. We all are trying to survive, and we all just want to have a nice, happy life, you know? So yeah, just be you, and whatever anybody else says, okay? Period. I think it's enough time already. I don't know, because my phone died, so it may have burnt my hair because it's kind of tingling. So I'm gonna go take a shower and I'll be right back. Hold on, let me show you what it looks like. Okay, you guys, this is the hair. Okay, I think she's tea. I think I did a really good job. I don't see any blonde as far as I know. Hey, I ate that up. I feel like it's gonna look more tea once my hair is dried, because then it's gonna like clump together. But I feel like she's tea right now. Like, Okay, you guys, it's currently the next day. We just got back from the mall. This is how she's looking. I think she's tea. Like, hold on, let me show you the back. But yeah, this is the outfit. This is the outfit. I definitely wanted blue. I had blue pants on earlier, but I took them off because bitch, I'm home now and I'm like exhausted. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and turn on the post bell notification to know every time I post. Love you guys so much. Hope you guys love the hair. Let me know down in the comments. But yeah, bye.